check this out. See that right there? Truck stop. Trucks must stop. Truck stop. All trucks have to stop, right? Check this out. When you're coming up 7 Mountains, put my window up, maybe you'll be able to hear me. All trucks over 21,000 pounds gross weight. Gross weight means all your weight. You have to stop here. If you weigh over 21,000 pounds as a commercial truck, you have to stop here, right? Check this out. We're at the top of 7 Mountains. Truck reduced gear. Trucks must stop. This isn't a weigh station or nothing. Here's a map of the road. This is what you had to do. You had to pull up here and you had to stop. And then the speed limit for big trucks over 21,000 pounds, I think it's 21,000 pounds, over 21,000 pounds is 20 mile an hour. You're not allowed to run over 20 mile an hour if you are, 21,000 fucking pounds. You would not believe how many trucks I see not stopping at the top of that hill. Like at the very top of there, almost every time I come up 7 Mountains, there's almost never, it never fails, I see a truck that just doesn't stop. They just don't stop. They don't know that they have to stop there. I don't understand, like, how did you get your CDLs? Like, did they not teach you anything about hills? Like, that's like CDL fucking training 101. Like, and it's posted the whole way down through here. Truck speed, 20 mile an hour. And, well, you know what? The cops have been, they notice. They know this shit. The people notice it, and the cops have been watching it. Almost every time that I come up or down the mountain now, but during the day, I see a truck pulled over. It never freaking fails. Guys are getting hammered. I have no idea how big of a fine it is if you're caught going over 20 mile an hour going down this sumbitch. And I don't even know what the tolerance is. I mean, how fast do you got to be going to get pulled over coming down the mountain? I mean, I can't even imagine. Look how beautiful this is in here. Like, that's one thing about it. I mean, I get it if it's at nighttime, you can't see real good, but it's absolutely beautiful. You have a beautiful view. Just slow down, take your time. See, the bad thing is, even if you can go down this hill over 20 mile an hour without any issues like I'm doing right now, the problem is that if something happens and you lose your brakes or you miss a gear or something happens, you're not going to be able to get slowed down for this turn. And that's what the runaway ramp is down here for. That's what these ramps are designed for. If, say I had a brake can blow out and I can't build enough air to get my brakes, that's when you hit this bitch at about fucking 80 mile an hour. Fuck you. I've only ever seen one truck hit that. And I've never heard of anybody not making the turn here. I've never heard of anybody hitting this and, going down into the fucking reservoir or nothing either. But the cops like to sit. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Central Pennsylvania, 7 Mountains on 322. Like, this is just absolutely fucking gorgeous in here. Summertime, wintertime's always beautiful. But the cops like to sit right here around this turn. And I'm running 40 mile an hour right now, so I'm going to call. I don't have a trailer on. And I'm right at that really close to 20 mile an hour zone. Put my phone down here just in case there's a cop. This truck up there, he's going slow, and he has his 4-ways on. I don't see one here, but they sit right fucking here. There's a fucking little bit of a pull-off. They can get down in there. And all they have to do is see a truck going over 20 mile an hour. If you're going over 20 mile an hour, they're going to nail your ass. And then you see truck drivers, they come to a complete stop, and that's so hard on your brakes. Like, if I actually got pulled over coming down here too fast, I'd never stop. They stop right up here, usually. That means that guy was going like probably 50 mile an hour and then locked on his brakes and got pulled over right up here. I'd just go on right on down to the Milroy exit. Like, if the cop pulled up beside me, I'd be like, come on, dude, let's go to Milroy. I ain't stopping here. And that's what I would do. But yeah, you would not believe how many fucking dumb truck drivers I see that just they just blow it. They don't even care. They did, and they'll come down over here 60, 70 mile an hour. I got guys that fly around me like crazy. Now, I'm bobtailing. I don't have a trailer, so I didn't worry about, you know, how fast I was. I mean, I kept it around 40 mile an hour just in case there was a cop around. But I could have definitely taken it at 60. As soon as you cross the bridge, and 20 mile an hour for trucks. You know, that's not hard. Like, it's no wonder people hate truck drivers, because they're really that dumb. But, like, not all truck drivers are that dumb, but there's enough dumb ones out there to make the rest of us look bad. Like, I don't, if you get caught coming down a hill like that, 60 mile an hour, and get pulled over, they should just take your CDLs, and you should not be allowed to drive truck anymore. Like just take them. Like, these guys make us good truck drivers look bad, and it's frustrating. Like, it really is. It's frustrating. It would be, I guess, maybe not on the same level, but pretty close to having a bad cop versus like a good cop. You know, the bad cops make the good cops look bad. They just do. And, you know, not every cop is a bad cop. There's a lot of really good cops out there, but there's a lot of really bad ones too. You know, it's like you gotta weed them out, and there's no attempt at weeding them out. Yeah, they got DOT set up here and there, but most of the time, that shit don't affect the driver. Most of the time, that shit affects the company that they're driving for. You know, and if you're a company, you really need to step up and tell your truck drivers to slow down. If not, you need to get rid of them. You need to teach them the proper way to go down a goddamn hill. It's not that hard. It really ain't that hard. You just slow the fuck down. It's not that hard. You can't be on your brakes or you're going to burn your brakes out. So, but yeah. Just a little talk about Seven Mountains. How you like me now? Hope everybody's doing good. It's Toothless Friday. I left my teeth at the house. My dentures, I had a couple sores inside my mouth. I still have a couple of them, so I haven't been wearing my dentures as much the past few days. So there's that. I'm going to pick up my bow tonight or tomorrow, something like that. I think tomorrow. I can't freaking wait. I'm so excited to get my bow back. I just got a new string put on it, and I am so pumped to get it back. I wanted to get a new string put on that bow since the day I got it. My diet's going good. I'm finally losing a little bit of weight. I creep way up there, and I'm finally dropping a few pounds. So maybe we'll make a video on that and talk about what I had to do to lose that weight. I got put back on some blood pressure medicine, so that was cool. Not really. I hate being on medicine. So yeah, there you guys go. Little 8-minute video for y'all. So like and subscribe. Let me know what's going on. How is everybody? What's your opinion on truck drivers? How do you guys feel about truck drivers? Like, do you realize some of the dumb stuff? Like, honest to God, every other truck that you see go by, remember that person doesn't speak hardly any English, and they're a foreigner. Like, there's so many foreigner truck drivers now that do not speak English. They're here on government, they're here to drive truck. Like, they got a fucking Visa green card to come over here and go to work. Like, it's unreal how many truck drivers there is that don't speak a lick of fucking English, and they're over here driving and wrecking and killing people. But there's plenty enough American bad truck drivers too. I'm not saying that we're any better than that, but you know, it's just, there's a lot of bad truck drivers out there. It really is. And you know, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys noticed anything with truck drivers being a little different lately? You know, there's not much respect out there for them. People really need to respect trucks. If you don't even respect the driver, at least respect the vehicle. Like, if you don't take nothing out of this at all, respect the vehicle. Because if that truck loses control, 9 times out of 10, the truck driver's not even going to get a scratch, but you're going to die. So, just don't be fucking dumb. Right? That's a good lesson. Don't be fucking dumb. How about that? Yeah. Now, you don't have to respect the truck driver. Just respect the truck. Even if he doesn't respect you, give that truck room. Get around it. Don't mess around it. Like, if you're going to pass the truck, pass the truck. Get away from it. Don't stay around that truck. If you're going to pass it, pass it. Don't lag behind that truck. Don't lag in front of that truck. Get away from it. You don't need to be around the truck. Get away from it. Respect it. You know, that's not one of those things where you got to give respect to get respect. You don't need that truck to respect you. You respect it, get the fuck away from it. So, all right, coming through the pass here. There's a recap. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. See ya.